we banked real hard, and right when we banked, there's this like thunderhead and pouring rain, and it was a wall in the sun, and we go, and it was like the wing like almost touched the thunderhead like this, and it was a solid wall of just pouring rain and thunderheads like that, and sun right here, and we banked right across the whole thing, landed no problem.
Really?
I mean, if that was over the airport,
that made me nervous a little bit.
yeah, when they were telling us that it was going to be ugly, I was like, oh, great. I've had a couple bad ones, nothing crazy, but.
It's just the chicken right now.
Junior, I didn't take a tax out of your box.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Well, you should.
I'm curious to see
You
what
picked
it
me
is.
up from the airport
And drop
and
you off.
dropped me off and let me stay at your house.
Yeah.
So
Because otherwise, the option today was you walking home.
I
Yeah, that
like
was
gift cards,
bad.
Junior.
you like gift
I like
cards?
gift cards.
You like Alabama eggs? Because I got one in here. So that tells you how geared up I am for the tournament.
Right.
Alabama eggs.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you got one of the Alabama rigs, the little shaker guy, huh?
yeah.
The little scoping.
The
I know which one
little
you
like
got.
mid-strolling
Yep.
Alabama rigs.
I know exactly. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They look so good in the water.
I'm sure they get a bite in your river down here.
Yeah.
But
You like shake it. You don't want to put straight tails on it.
yeah, guys like walk like the retaining walls in
Yes.
Japan in these rivers and just like dance it.
It looks so good in the water.
Yeah, and they come crazy.
It looks like and there's like 15 baits on it. And it looks like a school of minnows feeding on like the side of the wall like that, and that's what they just go straight up and down just like this. And they walk up and down these seawalls.
I literally got it for content because I think it'd be cool to like do something with it here in the States for a YouTube video. But
Yeah.
guys, we're headed to Heavy Hitters. We flew in to Knoxville today. Ott picked us up. He's kept my rig safe all week. He also kept Ayler's rig safe all week, so he's here tonight too. Jenny's cooking us her signature dish.
Yet to be determined.
But
We'll see.
I also had a little gift pack from Anthony Lee. Shout out to him. He shipped me my stuff to Ott. We'll see what we got here. So first thing, we got some stuff that I'll never throw in a tournament. We got some K9s here.
Dang.
DRT stuff.
You want to throw this in heavy hitters? You can catch a big one on it.
It's pretty big.
It is pretty big.
And then I think I got 3 K9s in here. Am I right?
All or nothing.
Yeah.
And then I got some of these coming.
Oh yeah.
Got some fleeces.
How about that on Douglas?
Yeah. And
Big
then
drink.
this is what I was really excited about.
Okay.
The Spallo FA Alabama rig. Mid-stroll Alabama rig. Don't know. I can't throw it in a tournament. Don't know where I'm gonna catch fish on it, but at some point you guys are gonna see a YouTube video me rigging this up with some finesse minnows and catching fish on it.
So you can put baits on these
Yeah,
short
you
ones
can
too.
put bait, yeah. So it's how many baits? 1, 2, 3. I can't count. 7.
Would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
There
I can't do math. But shout out to Anthony for getting me hooked up with some hard to get stuff. And
They
he
even
also
call it a Bama stroll.
Bama straw.
Bama Stroll.
What you need to do is hook one on the other one.
Ott's known for throwing the double fluke rig. This is the 9 fluke rig.
That's right.
And then this is a prototype. Ravana.
Okay.
That's from Sadie.
Custom made by hand job. There's a bait company in Japan. They came out with a bait and it lost in translation. They were trying to say custom made, like
I
custom
didn't
made,
see that, no.
custom made by hand job.
I have not seen that one.
This was years ago.
Yeah.
It was like
I
a
thought
lost
I
in
got
translation
more.
kind of thing.
Right.
Supposed to say
I feel like
hand.
I thought I got like 5.
Yes.
You got
You get
4.
That's 4 right
Oh,
here.
there's 4. Okay.
Yeah.
He designed a lot of
Here you
stuff
go,
back in the day
Merry
for
Christmas.
Lucky
You
Crab.
sure?
Yep, that's my fee for picking me up, dropping me off, and letting me keep my rig.
I won't argue with you. I don't know what we'll throw it with.
Catch one on Douglas on
I'll
it.
just troll with it. I'm just gonna let it out and troll away from it.
Yeah. Throw it on a flipping stick.
You said this makes a 10XD feel like a DG6.
Yeah.
10XD weighs a couple ounces.
Yeah.
That's like over 3.
Let's see what
I think I could throw it.
least.
Let's
You can throw it. You can pretty sure you could land it in the river.
You just
down
can't get it back.
Yeah, it's getting it back's the problem.
I don't have deep runs.
This looks like a pointer 70.
This is not much tackle for as
Yeah.
much as I paid.
Max was
It's a little bit longer though, and it has a rattle.
But thank you, Anthony.
So you got a bass one and a magic shrimp.
Both,
Yeah.
well, both the shallow and
The magic shrimp's cool.
weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a good fish.
Magic shrimp.
70 ABV, I caught one of those on that thing.
You like that,
bass
Aaron?
colorway.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, I've never tried it, but you know, he designed a lot of baits for electric craft.
Yeah. He
Back
designed
in
the
the day.
pointer, didn't he?
What's that?
He was the one that designed the pointer?
I think so. And like that looks very similar to the pointer 70 ED, but that has a tungsten ball in it. It's loose, whereas the 78 does not have a rattle in it. It's silent.
It kind of sticks. I don't know if it's got a magnet or if it.
It has, if you look in there, it has like a ridged weight in it. So I think the ball.
By the way, I'm not driving down there.
It's pretty. Got one. Third cast on the TK. Little small jaw. AJ's down there. He'll probably catch one too. He's on the metro.
All right, Jared hung a 1 of 1 bait up. We're at Ott's house. So he's on a mission to go get it back. On the grind. That is not the right rod to throw that on. That is going to be a retro rod.
Okay.
Heavy hitters might literally be swim baits all day. I need to borrow them as soon as Ott's off the phone. I'm gonna ask him to get snaps. I'm sure he does. He's a bait tinker.
Yeah, I'll let you know here in a little bit. Yeah, I would think should be able to. So.
Word. Since we've got graduation stuff right easy with that. Is it noon? They couldn't go all day either.
So that's at 2:15. So originally I was looking all kind of shallow, and then they sent an email out yesterday because they didn't want to be in there for the 2:15. They're like, yeah, it's probably just so.
No, not Lloyd.
Here you go, sir.
Big chopper. It's gonna be that kind of week, huh?
Where are those
Yep.
life jackets at? Did you read?
Big chopper.
I need to put bigger line on this before I put big chopper on it. So I'm just gonna lay him in the bottom of the boat for now. How much line does that have on it? I was just telling him I had a dream that, you know, my Phoenix is full of junk and no space. Because I've got so much stuff in here. I had a dream last night that I pulled the back of my driver's seat off and there was like a 20-foot deep compartment in there. Like you could walk in there and throw tackle around. And I was just like, man, how did I never know I had all this space? Yep.
That's pretty good.
I was like, man, my boat's gonna get so much faster when I put on my weight back here, you know?
Yeah. Slow it down.
I mean, it felt so real.
Yeah. That's
Full bob. Full
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were shaking. It sounded like a crankbait rattle.
Oh no. Yeah, I wanted to see how fast my crankbait rattled.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like. I had like a product deal with them, like rain suit and life jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the twins will be 14, so.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
my second year on the leads. They've been a paying sponsor since then.
Wow.
But yeah, make yourself at home. Stay as long as you want. At least you're in the dry and
Yeah, I'm gonna
able to do whatever you want to do. So yeah,
tie a couple spinning rods on and
yeah. Take your time.
take some hooks off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll,
We'll be all set.
I still hadn't learned yet. I'll shake them off. I got a hook on there. He's coming in the boat because I'm like,
Oh,
we didn't feel that big.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm not much on shaking. I'd rather just leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Add it to the rotation and go.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Big help.
Anytime. Do stuff. You know you got one. So. Emmett, did you say bye? Huh? Huh?
Better hide that box of clap tail before we leave.
Yeah. Better put it a count on. Take inventory. Yep. Y'all be good.
All right. See you. All right. Thank you.
Anything, give us a shout.
Yep. Should I be tying that on?
Your favorite bait?
Yeah, let's take it. Adrian left that in my boat. It's a new prototype Berkeley. What's up, guys? Travel vlog for, this isn't a stage. This is a specialty event. It is Heavy Hitters. It's an event that has been special to us. Had a lot of fun, caught some big fish, won some trophies. But this year, it's not anywhere near the house. We're headed to Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia, a place where very few guys have any experience. I've seen the lake with my eyes, but I was like 14 years old. I have never fished here out of a boat. Right now we're at Ott Defoe's house. I left my rig after Chickamauga at his place, flew home out of Knoxville, and we flew back yesterday. So huge shout out to Ott for letting us stay at his house last night. I mean, he threw my boat in his shop, plugged it in, had fans on. Like when I left it in the driveway. And I get back and like all my compartments are open. He's got fans going from that rainy day at Nicky Jack. So first class service from Ott Defoe, and that's kind of what you get of all of East Tennessee for the most part. The people are great. They're down to earth, shirt off their back kind of people. Hopefully they're that way in Virginia. I mean, we're still kind of in the mountains over there, so I would expect the same thing. It's gonna be a fun week. We've got a ton of rain hitting Smith Mountain Lake right now. We should be near the tail end of the spawn. Potential to see one on a bed maybe. We should have a shad spawn going on. We could have a little bit of fry garden going on. We could have a herring spawn going on. Bluegill spawn. And then you might have a little bit of like an offshore brush bite. We've got all three species at play. Largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass. But the big kicker here at Heavy Hitters is you've got 2 pound minimum for the first 3 competition days of your event. Then championship day, 3 pound minimum. So I mean, it's got to be a dang good one to score. And then not only are you fishing for $100,000 for first place, $100,000 for big bass. So it kind of turns into a big fish tournament at the end of the week. So like going into this event, I'm thinking like 2 different ways. We're going to try to survive the first of the event. We can use forward-facing sonar the entire event. We are not in our own boats. I will practice out of this Phoenix, but they will put me in a league boat for the tournament. I will have forward-facing sonar. It won't be my Garmin stuff that I'm comfortable with, unfortunately, but I will have some form of forward-facing sonar. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff with Heavy Hitters. It is not like any other event on any other tour. Like, I mean, this is a one-of-one event. It's a really special event for our league. And, you know, my dad and I both have a belt for Heavy Hitters. So he's fishing this event this week. We're staying together, obviously. Y'all see him in this video. But it'd be cool to get 2. He's got 1. I got to get 2. And I'm sure he feels the same way about me. But I love heavy hitters. All the anglers do. I think the fans do. So let me know if you guys like it, hate it, think it's cool, think it's dumb. But just being able to like fish for one big bass for worth, the first couple days, 10 grand a day. And the final day, 100 grand, which we have caught that bass before. And it made, I finished like 5th in the tournament. Odd actually won that tournament, but made $100,000 on one flip, which is just crazy. I don't think there's any other tournament you can do that in, ever. Maybe like a McDonald's big bass. There may be a $100,000 bass to be caught there, but like out of like 2,000 boats, right? Fishing against 10 guys. So the odds are pretty good. It's going to be storming when we get to, and I'm rambling on here, I'm sorry guys. It's going to be storming when we get to Virginia, so we're doing a little bit of rigging here in Ott's Garage before we cover up, batten down the hatches, and drive to Virginia about 4 hours. So we will see you guys maybe at a tackle store, maybe at a bathroom, truck stop, maybe at a restaurant, maybe in Virginia. But we'll see you guys in the next clip.
Interesting looking place.
This is like old jackal stuff. Look at
Mickey, how you doing?
That is cool.
Doing good, you?
I'm doing good too, Bob.
Lord, y'all didn't see the heck?
This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Some hot loops. You never know, you might find a OG like bait or color or, some old memory baits back in stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Queen head. Where's the queen head at?
Oh, they're back there.
Oh, back there. But they don't have a good bait keeper, do they? They have like no
back there.
bait keeper?
No, it ain't a screw lock. It's just
Yeah.
a little small one.
Is that a custom color? Or DX or egg? 10XD?
Yeah, I think it is.
There's a guy that paints them and he brings them in here. Probably great to take a junkie one and have it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a sure.
I'll get my bag.
I'm gonna throw these in a separate bag if that's okay.
He's gonna buy them when we come in anyway, 4 of them.
What'd you get?
Big old frog. Try the jig heads with those.
There you go.
You ever try those OSPs?
Yeah, I have. They're good bait. They get just a little deeper than 10XD too. It's a big bait. Oh yeah, it's massive. Right at 3 ounces. So depending on how you want it to dive, you tie it there if you want it real deep. There it's gonna pull, like it's gonna run really nose down if you tie it on the back one. They're expensive. Don't hang it up on a stone.
Yeah, they're all on 12. Alright, good luck at Smith. See ya.
now on to Smith Mountain Lake. One of the things I love to do, you guys seen it in a few other videos, is go to cool tackle stores all around the country. You know, and every region has their own flair, their own style, different techniques excel. East Tennessee, you know, several things like moping or Demikian, which is kind of the first version of mid-strolling, shaking the minnow that happened in the United States, happened right here, Lake Cherokee. And then also like cranking, flat sides, balsa baits. This and then the Carolinas is kind of like where all that goes down. So one of the cool things, stop at Tom's Sporting Goods, their old tackle store. I mean, it's a hole-in-the-wall place, but you go in, they've got a little bit of JDM, they've got some old school stuff, they've got a bait wall for used baits. You never know what you might find in there. So comment below if you guys, you know, we travel all across the country. If you've got a tackle store we've got to hit up, I don't know them all, let me know. So I'm always looking for a new place to spend some money. Begin the countdown. Count up. Getting closer. Getting rainier. But first time I've ever seen this at a Love's. Normally to get DEF, you got to go to the truck stop. You got to go inside because they won't take your credit card at the truck stop pump. But they have DEF fluid at the regular people pump. So shout out to Love's. Go test out their bathroom now. All right. That place, you got slow clap. Good, clean, everything. Urinals, stalls, sinks. Maybe because it's new, they had DEF at the normal people pump. If you're headed, I think we're on 81 coming into Roanoke. If you're ever looking for a bathroom on the road, that's the place to stop at, Love's. It's on the right side of the highway. It's a good one. So that's a little tip for you travelers out there. Highly recommend this bathroom.
We have arrived.
That's Tackle Warehouse?
And that.
Goodness.
And I got one at home. Half this is shower blows.
Goodness.
If you need some, I got it.
That is a gargantuan Tackle Warehouse order.
Well, Santa came today.
For both of y'all.
That is a pretty absurd box order. That looks like the order that we make like when we're sponsored by a tackle company. And we just order like 3 of everything.
Hey, this is heavy hitters. Go big or go home.
I don't think I've ever seen a Tackle Warehouse order that big, honestly.
I don't think I've ever made a Tackle Warehouse order that came in a box that big.
Yeah, usually they split it up in like 2 or 3 boxes. But I guess since I ordered it overnight shipping, that they, look, it's all paper. Oh, there's some scrap in it. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Some of this is stuff I'll need for Kentucky Lake.
Tell Kevin, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of what I got over there is Kentucky Lake stuff too. I bought today.
Look at that one. You tell me they're not going to smoke that thing. I bet it's in here somewhere.
Oh, it's a hair jig. I thought it was swim baits.
Yeah, no, it's a whole deal.
All right, what are these for?
Look at that.
These big giant screw locks.
Sneaky stuff, bro.
I didn't I didn't mean to order one that big. You know, you look on there. And
You're
they
not
have-
gonna thread a robo worm on that screw lock.
So I know what a 2-aught hook is on my screw lock, but I don't know the difference between a 6 and an 8 and a 10.
That's
So
why I did
just
the
ordered
same
them.
thing with snaps.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was what.
yeah. I'm not a screw lock expert.
You got plenty of EWGs. Man.
So yeah, this is my hook for the donkey rig. Hold the bait up there.
You're gonna have absolutely no interest in what's in my box.
It's all glide baits.
Kinda.
Wait,
All right. Junior's haul is junior compared to senior.
This is stuff I had. I was running low on sap sticks. That's G-Crack's new stick worm.
what's their Cinco?
G-Crack.
It's G-Crack.
And then here's we got G-Crawlers. I didn't know he was shipping me these. This is nice. This right here is the original Nico worm.
Is that right?
It was the first worm ever designed specifically for Nico rigging. So,
I like that color.
yeah, it's a sick color. So see, it's got the flat head. It was the first worm ever made like that.
really
Now there
cool.
might have been some old timer in around Sam Rayburn, because I'm gonna have someone say, "Ah, there was that worm was first, 1993." But this was, as far as for Nico rigging, that's it.
This equals 100 of these.
Let's see. Then, so we're coming out with a G Crazy. It's skinnier than this. It's 18 inches.
What's this one? 11?
No, it's probably 9 and 10.
18?
Right.
It,
It's
looked,
probably
it looked
eight-
like it was exactly the same as that.
Probably 8.8 or 8.2.
So it's going to be double that.
Yeah, almost triple.
I mean,
Almost triple that
it's
length.
it's 2 1/4 sizes,
Okay.
and it's skinnier.
And they'll bite it.
Yeah, they catch some fish. And actually, these are Kentucky Lake. This is what I got this stuff for.
And you did get some from me, right? Okay.
This is a bait that I want G-Crack to bring to the United States. So if you want them to bring them to the United States, they've made this bait for a long time, but they're not available in the U.S. They're just a Japan bait. So if you would buy some G-Crazies off of Tackle Warehouse, let me know. Because the more of you get that demand it, the better chance it comes to the States. Got this, got more of these. $70 a piece.
You caught one on that, right?
I've hooked 3 on it. I hadn't caught one yet. All 3 of them have
They
jumped
can
off.
get a little leverage with that thing, can't they?
Yeah.
God.
I hooked a giant one at Chick on that.
World's biggest crankbait.
Prototype Ravonic.
That's pretty
Seiji sent me. And then look, this is going to be the, for your little honey hole, this is going to be the,
cool. Golly, that's pretty. That's the one we can't fish in our tournaments.
but this is like the hover rig. You just throw baits on it. No like weights.
No weights?
And just like dance it.
You just put a hook with a...
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
How
hover
much
straw
weight does
hook.
that have? Enough
like-
to get it down? Like nothing?
Once you put bait, no, it's really high. Floats. And you just twitch it, and the bait's just,
It's like a 10 fluke rig.
yeah, it's like a 10 fluke rig.
Yeah. Right up your
They
alley.
catch them in Japan.
Uh-huh.
They like walk retaining walls
Mhm.
and just like dance it.
As they walk.
And like in a place where you can't get a bite, like Marshall did it, and B was like super hard to get a bite. He just like walked a steep rip right bank with it and caught like 7 on it.
No kidding.
They catch giant ones too on it.
Wow.
But I got this specifically for YouTube to get just something nobody's doing in the States, just to do it. And the best place to do it's gonna be your honey hole.
It is going to be a good place to do
You could
it.
stand up on that wall and just watch it. So the problem is it's got 9 baits on it.
You're going to catch 9 in the
You might.
I think 9 of them would pull this thing into pieces.
You
but-
better have it on some big lines, all I got to say.
Well, I'm afraid that this thing would just.
60-pound bag in one cast.
Yeah.
9
Did you order
fish.
those on Tackle Warehouse?
No.
You can't get... Where'd you get
This
those?
is a buddy of mine. Anthony Lee went to Japan.
You had to get them. So Marshall knows about it.
Yeah. Marshall's throwing it.
Alright, I got more new tack on my car. I gotta get some more stuff.
Oh, this is in here. Remember I told you it wasn't in here?
The lure knocker? Yeah.
But I was hoping it was gonna be the one with the dial on. I don't have any. I need to tie that to like rope.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I know. I need like some thin rope.
That hurt, I bet. Hit your back.
You ever went? Not only bass fisherman, I'm deadly with a pair of nunchucks. Is
You
it
just
nunchucks or
demonstrated.
nunchucks?
I think it's with the N.
Nunchucks.
Yeah.
None of your business. So this is a color. I really wanted a good K9 color. Anthony wouldn't sell me one of his queen colors, so, you know, can't have everything. But he was like, you gotta get Matt, and I got a baby bass. I'm not a baby bass fan. Jared is. But it's like, you gotta get magic shrimp. And I saw it in the pictures. I'm like, I don't like that color, but he says it's good. Like, I'll get a magic shrimp. But like when I got it, the color's beautiful. It's got a little blue hue and like translucent. I mean, that's a nice looking Clash 9 right there. But we don't throw it with the bill in. And we don't throw it with the tail up. I wonder how many times someone's going to take this tail out and like swipe their hand down and caught that hook.
I know, I'm always worried about
I'm
it.
always worried about that. Some of these tails are tight, dude. Dude, I've got a book that's like this thick. It's half in Japanese, half in English. It's all like DRT, how to fish them, how they were designed and everything.
That's cool.
It's pretty sick. They tried to give me one when I was at the DRT factory. I was like, no, I already have one. They were like, no, take it. I'm like, no, I already have one. And they couldn't believe it.
So, that's a sinker.
Nope. Floats.
It floats. It's got those big balls in it. That's just for rattles.
It's just weight distribution.
Yeah.
Okay, just wait. That
It,
floats.
it dives down as you reel it though.
It's got a
That's
crankbait bill, and it'll dive and it's buoyant.
That's really cool.
Like when it'll float, but when you glide it, it'll come down.
So when have you ever seen a fish with a tail like that? That tail needs to turn
A dolphin.
90 degrees. It's a
mini
not a
dolphin.
fish. It's
The
the
DRT dolphin.
It's the porpoise.
All right, guys, that is going to conclude our travel vlog here to Smith Mountain. We've flown through the air, driven through the mountains, driven through some rainstorms. We're now here. I'm staring at the lake right behind Jared, and you know, it's going to be a fun week. I talked to you a lot earlier about heavy hitters, the format, how it's set up. Big baits very well might play. Who knows? I might be throwing a wacky rig and a drop shot all week. But big baits are going to have an opportunity to play here this week. And it should be a fun time. If you guys like what you saw, we've got other travel vlogs. You can check out some of our stuff from last week at Lake Chickamauga right up here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see y'all in the practice vlogs.